Man, I finna piss off everybody. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Did that help? Oh my god! Did that help? Hallelujah! That was it. It's because I guess Twitch no longer wants me streaming at 2K. Yeah, I would stream at 2K. I guess they didn't like that. That's quite unfortunate. Alright, chaps, we're back in business. How does that even look? Bro, I just did some fucking quick placeholder emotes. Let me see. Oh, shit. Yoink? Say no more. Alright, we're back in biz, I think. Is Twitch working for you guys? Somebody say something, please. Say something while I fucking, fuck. While I, fill up my coffee. Ah! Fuck! Come on, somebody say something, please! Alright, well, I guess her one left. But it's fixed. Twitch is now viewable again. Allegedly. Okay. Anywho.
Stale began his very own lolcow arc going forward.
It takes 3 seconds of looking on their website to smell the poop. It is unbelievably foul.
So around January 10th, 2026, many streamers and the content organization Mythic Talent were approached regarding a supposed streamer reality TV show called Million Dollar Fan, where essentially fans of streamers would take part in order to potentially win the $20 million prize pool, and had something to do with fans submitting clips and competing with each other or something. The goal of the show was very confusing. I don't even think the people advertising
Bobrix
it
has
knew what it was
successfully
about,
joined the
but a lot
channel.
of streamers were said to be a part of it and advertised it, including the Botez sisters, Canute. And also Esfand and Extra
It's
Emily
alive.
to
Yeah, buddy!
Said to be
OMG.
backed by a bunch
Let's
of
go.
companies, including Amazon, and a
W
lot of
streamer.
people were interested
Bro,
in the
so
show. And
so that's what the problem was, is because I was streaming in 2K. Because I was streaming in 2K resolution, it was super fucked. But then I just died it back down to 1920 by 1080. I was like, alright, Twitch, I guess I'm not allowed to stream in 2K. I'm not that big of a guy, I guess. El Bozo. It's only in a safe zone. Fuck you in your safe zone, buddy. Also, you
The
gotta...
problems was you being a cheap ass.
What did you mean? Hold up, bro. What do you mean a cheap ass? Nah, that's crazy.
Reducing
from what I saw,
network
there was either
usage.
an entry
No, it literally, okay, so I stream at 5,500 kilobits per second, right? That's what I stream at. Perfectly fine. I don't go to like 11,000. Which I could, but I don't. I stream at 5,500, so I was like, okay, so that's not the issue. So I look at my like stream resolution, it was at 2K resolution. I was like, that's the issue, ain't it?
ADP, you could bring your KBS with a bucket from down the street.
Okay, alright, buddy.
fee or an incentive to donate on the website. In fact, when word of the show got out, Stale himself wanted Livestream Fails to
I
also
still
be
can't
part
believe
of
that's
it,
what the
and
top
for there
moderator looks
potentially
like,
to
bro.
be
I
some
was like,
sort
the
of a
jokes
relationship,
write
so he
themselves.
reached out to them.
So when I heard about this, I was very excited. I immediately reached out to the organizers to see if we could set up some sort of a collaboration.
The
This
jokes write
collaboration would just be
themselves.
to get cool content on the subreddit.
And then he advertised the show on the Livestream Fails page, which one, I think, was against their own rules, and
Yeah.
two, it pushed this website to even more people. He even went as far as to
Finally,
apparently go
I'm
to
not
his
talking to a
favorite
Tom
streamer's
Riddle's
chat,
fucking
which is
diary.
Destiny. He proclaimed that people will finally take him seriously now that he's going to be in a $20 million Prime reality show, and he even advertised it there as well. Now, some people, especially
Also,
on
check out-
Livestream Fails,
check out
noticed
this
a lot of
Manova.
problems with the website.
10 seconds
like the
delay his
spaghetti
ass.
words that didn't
Is
really
it?
describe what the show was about, and things like how some
on.
of the images on the website
Damn.
looked
Hold on.
AI generated.
How
And people started to
do
think that this was
I
a scam,
make
especially under the comments
less
of the post on the
delay
Reddit page.
on
But a lot of said
stream?
comments would get removed personally
Curlstein
by
outfit
Stale
is
because he
goat.
probably didn't want there to be any
Yes,
negative
to
PR
reduce
regarding the show,
load
and you know
latency
they were
mode
now
settings.
somewhat partners.
During this time period, I saw and deleted a lot of unsubstantiated claims about the show and the mod team. There were accusations
Are we
that I
using
knew to be
OBS?
untrue.
I'm gonna show you-
You know, the mod team
God,
hosts
why is
Or
it so loud?
Streamlabs.
I'm using
or,
OBS.
you know,
Hold on.
had some sort of financial involvement with the show.
And then some people started
settings,
to call out
okay,
the streamers
yeah,
advertising
yeah,
it, accusing them
yeah,
of pushing a
advance,
scam.
yeah,
And the streamer
gameplay,
Extra Emily responded to these claims,
bro.
saying she was only pushing it because Mythic Talent approached her for it and because her
On
organization
Twitch delay is
approved it.
good.
She didn't think it would hurt to promote it, but found it very weird that the reality TV show
Oh,
would partner
I don't
with
even have
Livestream
stream
Fails
delay.
in
Like
all
3
places,
seconds.
and
Okay,
Stale
I was gonna say,
himself
'cause
was
on-
promoting it heavily.
Search
Yeah,
stuff.
my,
I'm not,
um,
I know it's sus. I know it
On
looks
YouTube,
sus,
it's like
okay?
10.
Mythic pitched it
Yeah,
to me,
that's
and I was
YouTube
like,
though,
Okay,
which is fine.
sounds good.
Like,
but I just don't
where's
want
Spike Captain?
LSF to be part
Fuck!
of it. Like, are you kidding
Anyway.
me?
Might be.
Like,
I don't
why
have
is
stream
there
delay
an
on.
LSF person, like they're
we're
like
good, we're good, we're
using,
good.
and then they're saying like, oh, Emily is backing it up,
Tell this bitch to shut up. My God, you're so annoying. Yeah.
and I'm like, I just posted it because I had to. Like, I had to be like, okay, I need to tell people about it. But then the LSF guy's like, oh yeah, Extra Emily totally
tell
like
this
backs it. I'm
retard
like,
to
I just do what I'm supposed to do. Okay.
Now, it's unclear if there was a financial incentive by the website or Mythic Talent to get streamers to advertise this, or
No, that's the wrong one.
Livestream Fails was profiting from their part in it. But a lot of these streamers blindly trusted their talent agency and relied heavily on them doing the due diligence of checking everything, which, to be fair, is
I don't
one
like
of
the
the
smile.
functions of a talent agency, and I think someone
What are
probably
these
got
shoes?
fired if this was in fact
Oh,
a scam.
these?
But
I'll show you in
people
a
did
second.
some
Hold
more
on.
digging and even found that the business address for the competition didn't exactly look like it was organizing a $20 million prize competition, and eventually
Smile
people
is
were
so
adamant
goofy.
this
I
was
know,
a
the
scam.
smug-ass
Some
smile
people
always
heard
gets
about
me.
this And did a video suggesting it didn't entirely look legit, and after he released said video, the website just disappeared, and everything was deleted. But according to Stale himself, there was
Please,
no evidence
up,
it was a scam,
up,
and the reason everything
up.
was deleted
It's thumbnail
was because
material
the event was
TBH.
cancelled due to most of the
I
streamers
use it all the
pulling out.
time.
There was some bad publicity. Everybody called
Can't-
it a scam.
why?
And
Why
then
are
a
you
bunch
like
of
this?
streamers dropped out, and then the event got canceled,
Bro.
and everybody
XD.
got refunded.
Please.
None of this is
Just give me the
illegal. None of this is proved to be a scam, at least yet.
At least yet, buddy,
Even
you're
if they did
cooked.
pull out, people and potentially those that contributed money towards it really didn't have anyone to blame except
how's
the
that look?
people
How's
that
that look?
advertised
Alright,
it.
that's much
Because
better.
once again, the website was gone. Everything was
I'm petty.
completely wiped, leaving the
So
streamers and the mods
these,
of
I have
Livestream
two different
Fails,
shoes that are like
who were
this.
The only
I
ones
should
still
probably
present in said aftermath to
make them a
deal
little bit
with
different,
the entirety of the
or a
public
different texture.
backlash. But this alleged scam did have a silver lining, some
me see.
good karma, if you will.
So these
because it
ones
led to
are the
Stale
Dobart
or
shoes.
Carrot
They're
Card
the
being removed
universal,
as the head moderator.
shoes, right? However, these are ones just for like Nova specifically. Let me make these. Which one did I do for these? This-
Damn.
Which one did I do for the skirt? Each class has their own variation. It's fine.
Elite ball knowledge.
Kaplan. How does this one look? Oh, wait, did I not? Yeah, no. How about this? So I have these shoes, right? And or I have
Calvin is better.
the Grenil shoes. So these are the Grenil shoes. I just don't like them as much on this outfit because they're like super baggy. You know, they got a lot of creases.
The other ones are better.
Yeah, for some outfits they're better. The only problem is I just don't like the laces in the back. Like, I wish it was just like a full shoe, if that makes sense. I just don't like the laces. Yeah, see, there you go. Now you got a better view of them. And then there's the only ones I don't like, I think, is these ones. Yeah, these ones are a little goofy. Not a fan of those ones. However, the Taurus, or I don't know how the fuck. Like, these are pretty decent with this outfit. Like, let me fucking do this. Boom. That actually kind of fits a little bit better, I'm not gonna lie. Sex! Yeah, but Nova has some, like, decently, good universal shoes. See, this is also something I hate. So, durability loss in this game blows ass now. Because I remember back in, like, 2018, like, any, like, whenever your, like, outfit or armor was getting, like, heavily destroyed, right? Your outfit would, like, get destroyed. Like, there would be, like, obviously, like, you know, destroyed armor. But, like, now it's just, you just look dirty.
Yeah, tears and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit, man? This shit goofy, bro.
Now it's exclusive for some armors.
Yep. Which I find really stupid. But it is what it is, I guess. See, I also...
Lan on her Circua outfit has it in some way.
Here, I'll even show you my fucking, my Seraph. I love... So I made my Seraph like a drow. I don't
Her
know...
groin cloth gets tore.
I don't know if you're like D&D
I think
savvy.
it's what it's called.
Something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know if you're D&D savvy, but so I made my Seraph a drow. Also, I think I'm at like 99% EXP for Nova, so I'm about to hit level 66, which is about to be kind of huge. Kind of massive. So here's my Seraph. Who the fuck is you? I really like these shoes with this outfit though. Also, god damn, this bitch is thick as fuck. So overall, I'm just not a fan of like, she's just like, for a lot of the endgame spots, you want like full protections, so you have to like sacrifice crystal slots to like be protected. And I'm just like, oh my fucking god, dude, it's so brutal. Actually, I just realized, did I not have church buffs? Holy fuck, am I trolling myself? Bro, I actually think I just went in there with no church buffs. Like, I'm so serious. I think I didn't have church buffs.
Of live stream fails by the Reddit team themselves, due to, in his own words, things like...
Oh my god, I didn't have church buffs! I'm
and
actually
comments
offing
of
myself.
That were saying it
I
was a scam,
unironically
because it
trolled
looked like
myself.
he was covering for said supposed scam.
I got removed directly for the post that I pinned to the top of the subreddit related to the game show or supposed and alleged scam, as well as kind of for deleting comments that were kind of critical of it.
And after having his treasured
Kinda
role
critical.
of head
Okay,
moderator
bro.
of live stream fails removed, he decided in his infinite wisdom to make this
Infinite
public
wisdom,
video I've
yep.
been showing you to the CEO of Reddit that he also sent to his email, but
Definitely
also
one way to put
uploaded
it.
to YouTube because I think he thought it would work in his favor if this blew up. Which, to be fair to him, it did blow up, it just didn't blow up for the reason he intended. So in the video, he starts off by addressing the CEO of Reddit and claiming this is a deadly serious situation.
This video is about a topic of deadly seriousness, and that is
Sure.
Reddit moderation and the state of your platform.
And then he goes on to list his credentials, rank, and multiple tours he's done as a Reddit moderator.
I became a Reddit moderator for one reason, and that is because
Because
I
everybody
think that
cares
Reddit
about
communities and correspondingly its moderators have massive power and influence, and for some reason, nobody seems to notice, care, or take this seriously.
Yeah,
And that
because
he
everybody
thinks
gives
Reddit
a fuck
moderators
about
have
that
a lot
shit.
of power on the internet and how influential livestream fails was.
Let's just talk about LSF. Think of all the streamer careers that have been created because of LSF.
Bro, a casual
Think about
12
the
bill
even
just
larger
chilling.
number of streamer careers that have been destroyed because of LSF. I have had major
Oh my
live streamers
God,
who
bro,
are
can
effectively
this retard
celebrities
shut up?
come to me and beg to kind of remove, negative posts about them.
And some comment later on that
Bro
Reddit
looks
mods
like a
should
guild
be
leader
treated
in
like
WoW Classic.
celebrities.
True.
Reddit moderators
True.
should be treated like celebrities or influencers.
Celebrities
Not
is
because they're famous or
crazy.
anything, but because they actually have
Wait,
real
didn't I get
power
like a
and
bunch of like?
influence.
He also goes into how he didn't do his own due diligence for this event,
Didn't I get
relying
a
on
bunch of
Amazon Prime potentially funding it
fucking-
and Mythic Talent being involved.
I
Bro
heard that,
wants Reddit mods to
Amazon
have
Prime was
talent
allegedly
agents.
involved.
Dude, I was like, this
My
dude is goofy.
Initial concerns
I'm
were
sorry.
assuaded. I mean, think about it. Amazon Prime has spent lots of money on tons of shows, and
not have 100
you know,
films
I
though?
didn't necessarily think that the show was worth
brutal.
$20 million, but that doesn't mean that Amazon
The
Prime wouldn't
fuck?
fund it.
He also criticized Moist Critical's coverage of this event because
It's
it was
like
not
Walmart
100%
cashier had
proven
talent
it was a
managers
scam,
XD.
And he
Oh my
claims
God.
the people that
Hey,
Bro,
hey.
get a
donate
grip.
money
Oh my
to
God.
this event have been
Leave me
refunded.
alone.
In this video that Moist Critical had,
There's
it
no
was
way,
critical of
surely.
the event. But beyond that, it doesn't seem
Oh
like
my
he
God.
did much research. I don't think that he reached out to any of the organizers. He certainly didn't reach out to me. And I mean, I don't know if he reached out to Mythic Talent or any of the streamers. And then a bunch of streamers dropped out, and then the
Bro,
event
what,
got
90?
canceled,
You're
and
trolling
everybody
me.
got refunded.
Now he says there that everyone got refunded, but said people that bought into this and apparently got refunded must
Here,
either be a
I'm
very
gonna-
small group of people or they were so embarrassed that they fell
Who-
for
who's
this
got
that
outfits
they
I don't
dare
need?
admit it, because nobody from
It's
what I've
outfit
seen has come
creating
forward either
time.
saying they did actually spend money on it or that they received a refund. Which, yes, doesn't prove or does not prove it was a scam, but here he seems very adamant that they got a refund. But on a live stream after this, he says he assumed people were refunded from seeing comments of people talking about it, of which he doesn't know if he saw them or not, or it was just an illusion.
I remember seeing clips of this, or like seeing like a streamer saying that people got refunded or something.
Here, let me just fact check from Billy. I have plenty of outfits.
I don't have this on my hand, and I'm not gonna be able to find it. Not gonna do this right now is because it'll come out.
Hold on. Pause. Dog, what the fuck are these headphones? Bro, come on. What are these, dog? Wait, you fucking see these goofy ass headphones? What the fuck are those? Oh my god, bro's got the Walmart headsets on. He's got them skull candies.
I've seen worse.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I
Oh,
imagined it.
true.
And then he says he has proof people were refunded, which was a Discord
Bro's
message,
got them
and he
skull
reads it
candies
on.
on.
The other monitor, but never actually shows said proof or even a redacted version which would actually support his point that this wasn't a scam because people got refunded.
I do have a message from the organizers saying that they refunded people. That is a log that I have.
Uh-huh.
Show the message.
Yeah, show the message.
Production. We are in process of filling this round. We are beginning to refund everyone involved. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Okay. I'm.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for somebody for bringing that up.
And finally,
Yep.
in his video, he goes on to
Bitch.
complain about how the Reddit team didn't give him a second chance, which after talking to a previous mod is apparently wrong because he was given a lot of chances, and we'll talk about that later.
because I was not given any second chances. I was not given very much.
I've seen a guy that was huge, like he was champion of minor strongman league in Poland or some shit. If I wanted to look him in the eyes, I had to
And he
look
also
up like
talked
I would
about how
look at the
Reddit
sun.
failed him by not telling him specifically
Real.
why he was removed, and as I interpret it, he blames Reddit for
But
the
guy was
situation
wearing
because
those
they
little
never gave him
headphones that
support
barely
over the
fit on
years,
ears.
even though in
Oh,
the video
real.
he also says he didn't do his own due diligence and basically
It looked so
relied
goofy.
on other
Alright,
people.
surely
I
this
failed,
goes.
and it failed because
Surely.
of how mismanaged and
Surely
how little
this goes.
support
It's a coin
Reddit, the
flip.
company gives to moderators. None
Blah.
of this would have happened
Nice,
if I
yeah.
had gotten support from Reddit. You think that I
If I get support from Reddit, this would have never happened, you fucking piece of shit.
And trying to figure out kind of these partnerships.
You
I
guys still
don't.
down here?
This
Yeah,
is
you're
not
still
my
down there.
job.
But apart from him complaining about how he lost
L
his
Reddit.
power and how Reddit is to blame for all
Real.
of this, he posted this to the internet, and this
Real and
situation
true.
became more widespread and got more attention to it, but mainly not because of anything he said. This video was mainly used as a case study of what supposedly all Reddit moderators are like and became its own meme, but it also came at the cost of giving stale attention as well. Which was
Unfortunately.
mainly people making fun of him and prematurely adding him to this year's list of lolcows. And he ended up getting what he wished for when he wanted Reddit mods to be treated like celebrities.
Alright,
because he
let's
got
see.
that
Is this one
attention,
here?
he got that platform, and he was
doesn't
happy to have it.
Look
Listen,
like
this-
it.
This is my life, dude. I am terminally online. Trolling, it's not
Doesn't look
something
like
you
anyone's
do.
there.
It is an art, and you gotta take a step back and think about your actions, dude. You gotta be self-aware to do the good trolling. Those are my interests.
Holy fuck,
and
this
I'm the
guy.
one with the microphone, buddy.
Oh, holy fuck, this guy is gone.
This is great, dude. I get it. I understand why people are streamers now.
At this point, he was
Yeah,
fully
he's
taking
gone.
advantage of his 15 seconds of fame. He even got the chance to appear on a podcast.
I think that this is the dumbest ever. I gotta keep it a buck. I think that this guy is the
Off the goop.
perfect encapsulation of a Reddit user, and Reddit's filled with retards.
His self-awareness, he got back
Oh
into
my
fame and was
God.
scrolling to
Star
see
Wars
how
girl
he
being
feels
based
to
as
be
usual.
trolling whilst sprinkling in how he truly feels.
Let me
Are you
turn this
truly?
down.
Is this just a big troll? Or are you coming on to troll our show?
No, so you know, I like to mix truth with jokes. So I like to tell the truth through a joke by being, you know, a little bit over the top. By putting in, you know,
The camera
ideas
angle
that
is
sound
cherry on
outrageous
top.
at first, but
Yep.
actually kind of make a little bit of sense.
But it looked like he was loving the attention, even making a
The
list
double
of
chin
things he
gets the
needs to
whole
do with
exposure.
this new
Exactly.
platform on stream, and he had enough self-awareness.
I'd say
to
he knew
risk
what he was
not
doing
to
putting the
become a
camera
lolcow
there,
and that it
but
was
I feel like he
totally
really
lit,
did it.
But then also adds things like destroying Moist Critical.
That is like I could just destroy Charlie by doing this.
What?
Oh shit! Like, do I do this? So, two.
I refuse to believe it's not a staged
Destroy
persona.
Charlie.
And that's where
Bro,
basically the story
that's
is
what
to this
everyone's
day.
saying. There's
As my
like,
last
there's no
video
way
on
this
live
is
stream
real, right?
fails, a
Like,
previous mod would reach out that
like
went
this
for
is like
sale,
the
who
joke,
also
the
got a
meme
call
that
and
everyone
put me in
thinks is
contact
like
with
Reddit
other
mods.
and also gave me
Surely
access
there's
to
no way
all
this
the
guy's
mod live
actually
stream
a
files
real
Discord
person,
server.
right?
And with all that I saw and was told, I personally
Like this
believe
has
that
got to be a
Sage is not
doofy,
doing most
you know,
of
from
this
Scary
ironically
Movie.
or trolling.
Surely.
Reddit is this guy's life.
And Frank, you are making everybody, including me, very
Yeah.
uncomfortable. I'm sorry, but I have to ban you.
Now, before I start, the mods that contacted me didn't want their names used or shown, and one was generous enough to jump in a call with me and talk me through things. And I did verify the people that came forward were actually past mods from the logs of the Discord server that was in use for a few years, till Stale decided to use Reddit for mod communication instead of Discord. The mod I got in contact with was an on and off mod for livestream fails since 2020, and he was actually responsible for onboarding Stale when he joined the mod team in 2022. Now, probably one of the first things I was told was that Stale really likes Reddit and loved his position as a head moderator, to the extent where he would brag about it and vehemently defend his position as such, even when all the
Who
mods
would've
tried to
guessed?
dethrone him, which
Who would've
we'll get to
guessed?
later. and he would only really be seen on Reddit or in the streamer Destiny's chat, where you can see him bragging about the specific role he has in said chat and almost being seen in there daily discussing things such as his personal life. And the second thing that was constantly brought up was actually how Stale became head moderator of the subreddit.
That dude very obviously got bullied a fuckload back in school.
And in that time, he was actually considered a good moderator. He was always active and an essential part of the team. However, in 2024, there was a call for a new head moderator due to a controversy where messages from Hassan Piker privately requesting LSF mods to remove posts about him would be leaked to the streamer Destiny, and those messages came from a private channel where only Hassan and the mods could see it. So either Hassan leaked it himself or one of the mods did. And later on, after mods learned how Stale was so active in Destiny's community, they would speculate that the person that leaked these DMs to Destiny was allegedly Stale himself. And funny enough, he did mention in the video when he got his role removed that he got to said position by winning a game of Reddit politics.
I took over one of your largest gaming subreddits on the platform.
because
I won a stupid game of like Reddit mod politics.
But with this controversy occurring, a lot of the existing mods would leave the Reddit page, and the vote for a new head mod would be initiated. And with
like
Stale
a new
previously
pope.
being known to be a good mod, he would end up being the one chosen by the other mods to become the new head moderator.
It's
which
like
in
the Pope,
hindsight was
the
probably
Black Smoke
a
went
big
up.
mistake.
They chose a
Now,
new
with Stale
mod.
as the head moderator, things started off pretty normal until they weren't, and I'm now going to quickly list everything they supposedly did as said head moderator. Starting off with what I previously mentioned, he started making changes to the page without telling any other moderator, as usually if the moderators or even the head mod wanted to change anything about the page, they would have to consult all the other mods and they would vote if it was a good idea and if it would be implemented. This was a custom for at least this page for years, but Stale completely bypassed this process and just did whatever he wanted. It first started with him posting his alt account, and then he would approve it on his moderator account and even admitted to doing it to other mods when they called him out, with his excuse being he wanted to change the content posted to the page. He then started to ignore any other votes by moderators for changes to the page, and according to the past mods, started to remove posts he just didn't like or he
Somebody
didn't
got
agree
the,
with. According to one mod, even allegedly removing some threads regarding Destiny. And conveniently enough, there is a
die
clip where
for the
another
sovereign
previous
weapon.
moderator went on a stream and said he did have a bias for Destiny.
So you said it's obvious that he's doing it. Who did you guys bring up? Who do you think he's protecting? I just want to hear it from your lips.
Destiny, of course.
Wait, that's okay. He's protecting Destiny. Wait, not the OTK people, nothing like that, because that is what the rest of us were bringing up.
He even encouraged other streamers he liked to start brigading or uploading to the page, which breaks another one of their own rules.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm still 2000. I'm a big GGGer. I also run the subreddit Livestream Fail. I did it's a long story. I did the takeover.
The head mod of Livestream Fails?
Oh my god, this guy is
I'm
mad goofy.
No way. I don't.
You could search it. I'm tarot card. What do you posting one?
Bro, oh my god, this dude is on such an ego trip. Oh my god.
You have my permission. You are allowed. This is brigading, and it's allowed. It's not against Reddit rules to brigade. Okay, you're allowed to do this. People freak out about calls to actions.
There was even one case where he apparently implemented a Hassan filter, where if he decided there was too many Hassan posts, he would activate it and start filtering them out. Keep in mind, this was the primary page people came to for streamer drama and news, and it held a lot of weight regarding the public narrative in the streamer space. Another thing he also did was he added another moderator to the team without consulting anyone, and he put him as the second highest place on the mod team, supposedly so that if Stale ever lost control of the page, he would still have some involvement. And when a mod called him out for everything he's doing around this time, he just removed them without telling anyone again, using the excuse that the mod that he just added that was inactive, supported this decision, but it also appeared that the same person that he added for his own benefit allegedly had a history of doxing, homophobia, transphobia, on top of apparently consuming very weird content to say the least. And when the other moderators discovered this, they wanted him gone, but after all of this being presented to Stale, he did not want to remove him because it would potentially lead to the page being shut down for removing too many people or lead to him losing his mod privilege. This actually only got resolved after the guy stepped down on his own volition, and after this, Stale switched all the moderators around, once again, for the 5th time without telling anyone, making it so a lot of his alt accounts were at the top.
Do you think Seuss's Cyan for PvE is outperforming Awk a bit? I primarily play on Awk Swapped and seems faster, but I don't know if it was in my head.
The streamer Casey Tron, you know, the streamer that recently lost the court case with Ethan Klein and is like a feminist or something. But you apparently gave Casey Tron his word without telling anyone that if she wanted,
do you think Succession for PvE is outperforming Awake a bit? I primarily play on Awake, Swapped, and seems faster.
With the criticism
so this is kind of where so this is kind of the reason I tell people just to grind on like Succession Nova. Like if you grind on Nova in general, just grind on Succession, mainly because the APM is way lower than Awakening, and for whatever reason, like Succession Nova still does decent damage. And not even just the damage is great, but your survivability is way better. You have way more protections, so you don't have to worry about getting CC'd. There's just a lot of like benefit value to like Suck Nova over Awakening and grinding. One of the bigger ones is that you can go to higher endgame spots than where your gear allows you to, and not worry about dying. Like when what is it, Elvia or Zekia came out. Like when that first released and everyone was like saying like, yeah, if you're not like 790 you can't grind here, and I went there at 750 on Suck Nova and was grinding there, was able to get my crystals and everything. Awakening's really only good though for like Tungrad Ruins, for example, because everything is super spread out. But the moment you enter into like really close areas, like any Dekia spot or this or that, like just any very stationary-esque type grind zones, Suck Nova is far superior because you don't, like, all of our skills are AoE, so you don't have to worry about really much because everything is gonna be there in that same spot and you ain't gotta run around everywhere. But like if you're grinding like Tungrad Ruins, then like Awakening Nova is fantastic because she just gets to the next mob pack in like less than a second. You know what I mean? So like for like Tenumbrum, for example, like Suck Nova I still feel like is much better because it's a very stationary grind zone. Same thing with like
I'm
Zephyros.
on like tower spots, so many cause of the AoE, it's Jacet better too.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Not to also, so on Suck Nova, I don't know if you watched my video, I think it was like the should you play Suck Nova, or like should you play Nova or something like that. On Succession Nova, you get a bonus 70 DP. You get 50 DP from Q blocking, which basically after casting any skill will put you back into Q block. So you get a bonus 50 DP for basically existing. And then your skill add-on for an additional 20 DP will give you 70. Your E-buff, if you need to use it, like usually like in emergency situations like this, right, will give you an additional 50, so you'll have an additional 120 DP. So it makes it really hard to kill you, especially in like PvE grind zones. But yeah, like if you're in like a tower spot, for example, yeah, like Suck Nova is just gonna outperform Awakening. Because the problem with Awakening, like, it's not like where it used to be, where it was like super easy to just outscale basically every class, right? The issue is that you have to basically perfectly combo on Awakening Nova for an entire hour on like a 3.5 APM class. So like really high, so you're like spamming keys like all hour long. And that's if you don't fuck up at all. You will like, yeah, you'll pull more trash than like most classes if you don't fuck up a single combo. and everything is picture perfect. Versus like Succession, which is like a 0.5 APM class, so you're basically pressing like 4 or 5 buttons per mob pack versus like 15. And will maybe pull, I don't know, anywhere from like 2 to like maybe a little less, like anywhere from like 3,000 to like 2,000 less trash than Awakening. So that's where I'm like just me grinding in general, it will be good. Like if I'm not grinding, then obviously I'm not making gains. So I just grind on Suck Nova because A, if you like come across a red player and they try to jump you while you're playing Suck Nova, the chances of them killing you are gonna be not very high. Unless you're a Gearlit, then that's a different ball game. But like most people will avoid flagging up on me just because I grind on Suck Nova. Mainly because this class is really good at 1v1s in most cases. But yeah. So my preference, if you're grinding at all, I would just say grind on Suck Nova. It's easier. You don't have to worry about dying. Shit, half the time I'd be watching movies when I grind. The only reason I'm not watching a movie right now while I grind is literally because, you know, streaming, so copyright. And I don't want to get sued. But, yeah, I hope that helps you at least a little bit. If you are curious with some other stuff, like, for example, here, I'll post this in... I'll post this in chat real fast.
How are you doing that ice running thing?
The ice running thing? You mean this? Just, that's your, like, shift and move forward. Here we go. Where's speech chat? Here you go.
HTTPS YouTube BGCBR SAC GG8.
That kind of gives you a basic premise of like both subclasses and where their strengths and weaknesses are.
Mine is so short.
The mirror bot on the Reddit page,
Oh, so the reason why mine looks longer, here I'll show you, because I combo it with some stuff.
And Stale said wasn't very legal. I assume because of copyright infringement, or if someone uploaded something terrible to the page, it would be backed up to the website automatically. And the person that made the bot was apparently making
when I do my
profit from it
sprint,
with ads being played.
When I do my sprint, right, at the near end of it, I do forward F. So I do like a lunge, and then I'll do a little bunny hop, and then I'll do forward C. So it'll be like, so it kind of extends your range while you remain protected.
On the website, which the other mods didn't know about or didn't have a problem with, and he wasn't fully on the mod team, so it wouldn't have been against Reddit TOS, where a mod is making profit from a page. But for some reason, Stale, in his infinite wisdom, decided to actually make him a mod, which then made it a problem because now it went against Reddit TOS. But back to Casutron, she previously considered DMCAing the page, referring to copyright infringement, and Stale apparently knew she would 100% win, so either down to that or some unknown bias or some unknown reason, he decided to get in contact with her and promise her things. Now with all of this said, Stale had at least violated Rule 2 and 5 of Reddit Moderation Code of Conduct, and plenty of Livestream Fail's own rules. So when he says he didn't get multiple chances, that was seemingly incorrect.
Wait, my bad, I missed it. Can you show a guy?
The team wanted nothing to do
Again?
with him and began the process
So
of
here, since I'm
removing
gonna
him
move,
by doing what they
since I'm moving to the next mod pack, so I do, you know, shift forward, so you do your dash, then forward F, forward C, down R and B, and that's kind of like, so I just use like little skills to like kind of extend it, like, or extend my forward moving. So forward F is a, like, it has a built-in what do you call it, skill add-on or whatever, right, that gives you a bonus 10% movement speed. So that also kind of helps. So like you do like a forward F and then you do your little dash. Motherfucker. You fat bitch, get out of my way, I'm trying to hit the tower. Mr. President, they hit the second tower.
do, which is starting a vote, and they did all vote to remove him, but still just responded by, as I said before, eventually removing all of the other mods and replacing them with people that agreed with him. So to summarize everything, he basically Trojan horsed the Reddit page by taking advantage of an apparent leak to become head mod, then almost immediately started making a dictatorship, making changes he wanted and suggesting content he liked, without telling mods despite how things had historically ran on the moderation side of the page. He ensured he couldn't be removed
When
by
can
adding
I
mods
expect
and
the new
promoting his
guides?
alts.
Probably this
Reddit
weekend.
TOS, and then when he eventually did
BTW.
get removed, not because of anything I described,
There's
but
probably
of
not
all
going to be
things
much going
because
on this
he
weekend for
deleted
me, so that's
messages
probably
under a
I'll
post some
try to
thought was
get
a
him out.
scam. He then made a video saying there is a problem with Reddit.
I'm gonna have
because
to
he
like
didn't
do
get
like
enough
4
support,
fucking
but in
guys,
fact,
bro,
with
kill
everything
me.
I saw, he proved yes, there is a problem with Reddit, and it's the fact he was a Reddit mod for so long. In my opinion, this guy should have not been in charge of a Reddit page that held so much influence, but according to the person I spoke to, he's soon going to be a mod for another page with a similar
I
size.
kinda see my
So history
WF
may
brings out
repeat
guys
itself.
I don't know looks different.
So, for me, usually I'll do the running forward, right? Then I'll do the forward F, and then I'll do another run afterwards, so it kind of just like looks like a flow.
Ever had. You basically, in my opinion, had a Reddit mod that spent a lot of time on this website, put a lot of effort into becoming a head
Here,
mod for
as soon
what
as
I
I
could
kill these
only
guys,
assume was the
I'll
objective
give you
of having
a
some
so
type
like
of power.
I'll
And
do
then
my
with said
forward
power
sprint,
proceeded to
forward
go
F,
mad with
and
it
to another
whilst
forward
inflating
sprint.
his own ego, doing whatever he could to apparently maintain his stranglehold.
The problem is
on
that
the page.
second sprint
And when
won't
he
be
did
protected.
eventually get removed, rendering said hours and effort moot, he decided to basically blame it all on Reddit and label the one action that got him removed as an innocent mistake, and then proceeds to make himself the center of attention regarding the situation. And I believe now he's trying to milk all he can out of the spotlight that's on him, because he has basically lost all of his power at this point. And after speaking to the mods that moderated with him, apparently he is completely being serious with how he behaves, no matter how many times he labels it as irony or says he's trolling. And I'm sorry to say, but yes, the reputation of Reddit mods is not going to be able to recover for generations. But thank you to the mods that did reach out to me. But yeah, this was some House of Cards-like story. Please, for the love of God, I hope this has encouraged you to step away from the computer and reevaluate your life. But yeah, that's all I had to say, and bye-bye.
God damn it. I need more drama videos! It always makes me laugh how little buttons I press on this class and just how much fucking damage it does. Ooh, Corrupt of Mortality, let's go. W. Are you guys a fan of sandwiches? Snamwiches? We'll do that. We'll watch this.
Yep. Amnesia: The Dark Descent, one of the most iconic horror games of all time, and whose tension, mechanics, and atmosphere have influenced the genre to this very day. At least that's what I've heard. I've never actually played the game
Oh,
before.
you're such a bitch.
What the? Okay. Well, we have to do a lot of progress again. But today, that all changes, because in order to unlock the Masochist achievement, I'll need to complete Amnesia: The Dark Descent on its hardest difficulty. This involves dealing with enemies that are all hyper-aware, getting one-shot by basically everything, literally dying if I stay in the dark for too long, and needing to use 4 whole tinder boxes to save any progress I make, which is even more fun when you realize that there are now only about 20 in the entire game. And I would like to reiterate, this will be my first time ever playing this. Oh, what? But despite every single online resource I looked at telling me this is a bad idea, I wanted to do it anyway. So how hard is Amnesia's hardest mode, actually? At least according to someone completely new to the game. Well, if I had to summarize this playthrough in just 2 words, it would be not good.
LOL, I had it locked from that movement makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. No, it's a good skill to have.
Amnesia: The Dark Descent begins with you playing
if
as
you give me one
Daniel,
sec, I
a
can show you what
seemingly
skills I
very
lock.
sleepy guy who wakes up
There's
alone
like
in a
2 or
dark,
3 of
dreary
them,
castle dungeon.
but they're
if
not
that
like
isn't
anything
cool
too
enough,
crazy.
Along with his apparent narcolepsy, he's also currently afflicted with
And I'll tell you the
another
reason why I lock
absolutely
'em.
heartbreaking condition. He is a
So,
Londoner. Amnesia is
I
now
lock
0 for 2
Absolute
on Protagonist,
Affliction
sadly,
and
but
Absolute
Daniel also happens to have
Vengeful
amnesia,
Star.
which is crazy because
The
who could
reason
see
why
that
is so
coming?
when
our
you
main
sprint,
objective of the
usually you
story
end in your
becomes
Q
to
block,
escape
right?
the castle
But
and to try and
with
figure
those
out
2
what could
skills
have
locked,
possibly
if
gotten
I
us into this
sprint and then hold
situation,
RB,
something that was pretty difficult for me to do
like
from
while
the
moving,
beginning,
right?
since I still had to
I'm
familiarize
not
myself
Q
with the
blocking, so I can
controls
just.
and the castle itself. Okay, let's follow this trail, eh? Hold down right trigger and move the right stick in order to move the door. The right stick? Okay. Let's close this.
So it makes it a
Maybe
lot
this
smoother
way
to go
going
in and
on to
out
get
of
rid Open
sprinting.
this. Maybe there's some cool stuff in here. What is this? There's literally one shirt. Okay, Frugal does not even begin to describe the owner of this castle. That's crazy. You didn't have much left after buying the castle? Oh, this was like a midlife crisis purchase? After buying his Corvette, yeah. I got you, okay. Thankfully, all the random exploring I did turned out to be pretty helpful here. As I was following the main trail of blood, I stumbled upon the lantern, the main thing that would actually let me see during this playthrough. And while looking through the
Oh,
storage
dude,
room,
whoever
I
owns
found my
Calpheon
first
Castle,
tinderbox,
this
which
spot
could
is gonna go
either be
so
used to
fucking
create a light
crazy.
source or get me closer to making my first save. Both of these items were great because most of the rooms in the castle are very dark, to say the least. However, this is also where our first problem arises. Each of them are extremely limited. The lantern requires oil to stay alight, and on hard mode, tinderboxes are substantially harder to find, which meant that because I had no idea where to even look for these resources, I had to be careful with all the items I did have. And that's precisely the reason why, once I reached the end of the blood trail, I picked up this note and got completely lost. So surely I have to like go through here in some way, right? Is in here? No. Here? No. Fuck. Where the fuck do I go? In my effort to not use the lantern, it became pretty hard to see where to go. The trail stopped at a desk, pulling all the books did not reveal a secret passage, and the loading screen hints, which were usually helpful, didn't really get the job done here. What happened to the text? Okay, well, I guess I'm not reading
The fuck?
that. But what
Oh,
made
it's a
this
red one.
Even worse is that now I also had to deal with sanity. The sanity meter is your biggest enemy on this difficulty.
Well,
It
at least it's
basically
no
works like
longer,
this. If you do anything
only,
that
like,
could cause
4.
Daniel to become anxious, like wandering around in the dark or staring at a horrifying monster, or something even more
Bruh.
extreme like making a phone call or forgetting you locked the door when leaving for work or subscribing, you know, that gives me a rush. Daniel's sanity will slowly deplete until your screen goes blurry, your teeth start grinding, your controls become delayed, and you eventually die. And these conditions made finding the way forward a complete mess. Okay, so let's retrace our steps. We found the note in there, right? Daniel is really mad at Alexander. Fuck Alexander. Can we get a fuck Alexander in chat? That's my son's name. Well, you should have called him
Real.
something else. It won't budge. Okay, well that's great. This is your son's fault. I just want to let you know that. So there's nothing in there. Can't do anything there. Okay, so we definitely need to backtrack. Okay, that's... Yeah, so I mean, we found the note. I'm just wondering if I'm even going in the... Okay, all of a sudden my screen is... My screen looks like I'm trying to learn how to do transitions in Sony Vegas for the first time.
Oh my
All of a sudden, I'm
god.
just getting like this liquefying
Bro.
effect. Maybe I'll get like a little nice little slide transition in here too. Ooh, I could do like the circular PowerPoint one where it was like...
Yeah.
So this was my life now.
Bro,
Stumbling
Sony
around without
Vegas
any clue of
transitions
where
are
to
so
go. And it's
AIDS.
pretty much how things went on for an uncomfortably long time. Off to a great start? Yeah, man. It's wonderful. This is the most pathetic amnesia playthrough in the entire world. I can't do this. However, after thinking about what it would be like to be stuck here even longer than we had been already, we came up with a better plan. Guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I know it didn't look like it for the past 15 minutes, but I think honesty is the best policy in the stream. I actually don't know where I'm going. So if someone could gently point me in the right direction. Play hot and cold, you know? Yeah, fuck it, let's do that. Chat interactivity is what we're all about here. All right, hot or cold?
Cold.
Okay, well that's not reassuring.
Hot.
Okay.
That sounds like the
All right,
fucking
all right, all
game.
right. What about right here?
The candle is pretty hot for sure.
Okay. Great. Yeah, you know, you're right.
It's leading you.
Yeah, but it stops right here, and it doesn't seem like I can interact with anything. Unless I'm just like giga stupid. Okay, well, you know what? We're not making that an open-ended question. I'm not usually. How is Snam? How is chat? Snam feels like a giant moron right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's take off all of the things. Surely one of them is like a pole potion. What area are you in? The literal first area in the game. Listen, I'm paid by the hour, okay? This investigating thing, money banks if I just like keep the case going. I don't know. What's this? Oh. I probably can't be in here. We'll go back to this room. I probably have to pull one of these books. And with the path forward now open, that, my friends, was how we spent the first 30 minutes of the playthrough. This is unideal. Listen, I was like 95% of the way there, so we can give me a pass on that one, right? Anyone would have got caught up on the last 5%. Even though I got embarrassingly lost here, this was still just the easy part in the grand scheme of things. As we'll see later, I get pursued relentlessly by the castle's many inhabitants, all wanting the same exact thing: to confess their love to me so they can get Holzkern products for Valentine's Day. The perfect segue into the sponsor of today's video. Would someone you love look good with jewelry that brings out some of their best features, or a watch that really puts their look together, or maybe there are multiple loved ones you'd like to give gifts to until you realize that you yourself look really good in them? This is, you know, just a hypothetical. Then Holzkern has exactly what you need. Holzkern is famous for their accessories that are crafted from natural materials. There are bandlets made out of wood such as maple, oak, and mahogany, all the way to necklaces and earrings with amethyst, jade, or pearls as their centerpieces. There are plenty of designs to choose from, and every single one of them is made in small batches so that they can be made responsibly while also lasting a good while. With Valentine's Day around the corner, there's no better time to find something.
Also, you guys see Resident Evil 9 is advertising like Porsche and watches. Wait, how did I just?
The perfect way to not give your partner the ick through an interpretive art piece we call wrapping, and instead instantly making your gift presentable, stress-free. All Holzkern orders are sent with free worldwide shipping, typically arrive within 3 to 5 business days, and have a 2-year guarantee. So if you'd like to get a loved one, family member, or maybe even yourself something that'll leave an impression, then head on over to Holzkern using my link in the description or pinned comment and use code SNANDWICHES to save 15% on your purchase for the holiday. Thank you again to Holzkern for sponsoring this video, and now that we finally know where we're going, let's get back to Amnesia, shall we? Surviving the initial haul then leads us into Area 2, and although I managed to get a lot less lost in here, this is actually where the game starts to open up a bit more. Now there are 4 locations to explore, which include the entrance hall, the laboratory, the archives, and the wine cellar. Oh, what? There's a person. Sorry, I misread that. It's actually the whining cellar on account of the complainer down there.
Oh,
okay,
real?
but like, she's probably fine. Listen, if she's getting attacked, that means the monster's distracted and I might be able to find the refinery. But a hero you are? Listen, I never classified myself as a hero. I'm more than that. I'm like a messiah. So while this lady had the monster's attention, we turned ours to getting the hell out of here. The first obvious instinct one might have would be to leave through the front door, because as much as I'd love to learn about the secrets of the castle and who I even am, I like living significantly more, actually. But sadly, when we try to open it, the main door grows some skin and forces us to turn around. And the second evil skin we come across does the exact same thing. Ooh, ow. All is good. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I thought I took damage there. So, with 2 escape routes ending in failure, we then tried escaping past the third skin. Wonder how you even... Ow! What the fuck? All is good though. Okay, we're fine. Getting like mixed messages from this game, but that didn't work out too well either. So by process of elimination, the only way we could possibly move forward was, of course, through the foreskin. It's tough and
that's
can't be torn by hands or tools. It's a good thing there's this big ass gaping hole here that I could probably crawl through if I really wanted to. But alas, Mama didn't raise no bitch. We gotta do things the hard way. In order to get past the foreskin though, we have to create a magical potion to make it disappear. And we can get this magical circumcision potion by collecting 5 components spread around all 4 rooms in the area. The first room I decided to go to was the laboratory, home of the greatest fishing spot in the entire castle on account of it being under a grate, and a pot. Although I'm still debating which kind was the one I actually picked up. Okay, I mean, we got the pot, so we should be good. I think it's already kicking in. Other than that, though, there really isn't much we can do here for now. So the next area I wanted to check out was the archives. On my way there, I found my second Tinder match, which already far surpassed the National Weekly Mail average, as well as, I'm gonna have to check every single drawer, aren't I? He has the same shirt again. This isn't even a room. However, there thankfully happens to be a lot more in here than just bad fashion sense. This location is the first one that really starts to shed some light on what's been going on in the castle. To summarize the info so far, there's this shadow that's been brought into existence by a powerful relic, of which there are possibly multiple of them, and said ultimate life form has been created with a pre-existing purpose, while his main enemy, being us, has to foil his plans by running and completing objectives faster than he can catch up to us. It's almost like I've heard the story before somewhere. Aside from the lore, we discovered that the archives are also where we can find a key to the wine cellar, which is the final room we haven't been able to access yet. So our objective for the rest of our time in this location was figuring out where in this pretty sizable area this specific key could be. Can I not pick up one of these cinder blocks, really? Okay, interesting. I can pick up a book, though. What is this? Oh, wait, can I not? Oh, I wonder if I can break the glass there. Hold on. We have the power of knowledge.
Oh, fuck. I gotta do my Nikkei dailies, huh?
God. That is mightier than the sword. Okay, 1 book, 2 book. I feel like Dr. Seuss. Fuck. 3. Hell yeah. That's what Sesame Street taught me, baby. All right, what we got in here? Oh, it's the fucking key to the wine cellar. Let's go. With the key in our possession and the way out the archives opened up, we had just passed the 1 hour mark of the playthrough, which is exactly why I thought now might be the perfect time to save and bank all of our progress thus far. There was just one tiny issue. Saving costs 4 tinderboxes, you have 2 in your inventory. Oh. Yeah,
amazing.
Well, never mind. That's awesome. And things were only about to get worse. Ooh, no.
Bro, I still remember the days of PewDiePie playing this back in the day.
It was at this point that I discovered I had severely underestimated how often I'd be able to find a tinderbox. And now I had to enter the wine cellar to find the remaining items I needed. The only room in the area with an enemy in it, and since I hadn't been able to save yet, the punishment for dying would be restarting the entire game. But regardless, I filled up my lantern with all the oil I had and ventured in. Fucking dark in here, I think, is the main issue too. Yeah, I ain't going in there. You guys can have your fun. I'm going this way. Actually, let's check my sanity. How's good old sane doing here? Head is pounding and hands are shaking. I'm sure that's fine. Sanity is dangerously low. Make sure to stay in the light. Oh, that's me. Dude, I jump scared myself. I was wondering what those footsteps were. Oh, wait, we can look in here too. Hold on. This is a bad idea. Oh, dude, I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. I don't actually know how damage works in this game too. That's the worst part. Yeah, okay, well, we have Aqua Regia. Oh, we needed that. Anything? Aha! Okay, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And the lantern's gone. Okay, well, good timing. Hold on. Oh! Oh, this is so fucking clutch. Incredible. You can save. Ooh, wow. Hold on. My head hurts. My controls are all loopy, and that's not good. Oh, okay. That does not bode well, right? Nope, time to go. Time to go. I don't need to be in here anymore. Get out of here. Okay. You know, good first encounter. And with that, I had made it through the second area of
Oh, wait, that's right. I forgot. I also bought movie tickets for tomorrow to go watch Iron Lung.
Without getting lost at any point at all. Things had been easy, and we're looking to stay that way after I Alt F4 skinned my way forward.
So I guess I won't be doing war tomorrow.
I had enough Tinder to make my first save ever. Let's use the acid on the foreskin here. It would appear as, oh, Alchemist. Remove the shadow's residue in the entrance hole. Amnesia dark send. Okay, well, we're locked in. And now we're in the refinery. Huge. Yeah, the door skin. I'm not gonna lie, if there are enemies here, I should probably save. Saving will remove 4 tinderboxes from the inventory. That's okay. I think, honestly, how I'm probably gonna go about this is if I get an achievement for beating a certain part, that's probably a
Pick
good
up
indication that
faster,
I made
oh
it through
my
like, a
God.
big area. We might try doing that. All right, and so it was time to venture forth deeper into the castle. And what? Wait, what happens? Suffer my first death. Wait, that's not supposed to happen. A good thing we saved. Goddamn. Turns out, all the shenanigans in the last area had lowered my sanity by a stupid amount. And the darkness, combined with a scripted monster sighting, were causing me to lose my life randomly throughout the refinery. As well as not so randomly. Hold on, what happens if I catch up to this guy? Okay. Understood. Well, that's our first 3 deaths out of the way. Surely no more come after this. This reasonably had me a bit worried, since now I thought I had saved in a place where I couldn't escape before my sanity ran out. However, this is where I learned that there are sanity hits that can be triggered by optional events as well, such as picking up items or reading, which I can definitely relate to. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods? What happened to him? The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brandenburg lives in a reclusive life in his family and with a castle nearby, but consumed by fire in the late 19th century. 16th century, sorry, I'm a little dyslexic. So once I picked up on that, I was able to avoid the cursed items and make it through, allowing us to make it into the flooded archives. But it was only then we got to an even worse problem. Dude, I just got hit with a drive-by. What was that? This invisible guy terrorized me for an ungodly amount of time. You do not move very fast in this game. In fact, I was only able to walk away from the monster, which isn't the best thing ever when the only quality I could visibly see about the guy was how fast he was able to catch up to me. Damn, we're at 9 times forgotten. We were at 0 15 minutes ago. But what was truly a pain here is that this was the first time I really started to suffer the consequences of not playing the game before. I had no idea what to do for my first 5 attempts, resulting in giant monster-sized holes appearing in my chest where the prime suspect looked like this. Something tells me they're not catching this guy. And every time this happened, I had to spend another 3 minutes running all the way back to the archives again, which doesn't sound that bad, but this really adds up when you end up dying 20 times. Oh, what? It can still that's crazy. What if the enemy, oh, hold on. What if the enemy's like really short, like 5'2"? Get on this box. Oh, wait, he's going slower? Oh, dude, he is a short king. He just jork in front of him real fast to double check. All right, well, he's over there now, which means he's out of the doorway at least. Uh-oh, I can't jump. Fuck! Fun fact, that guy might be 5'2", but apparently Daniel is 5'3" and could not get up that crib. That's... What do I even do? Oh, there is a book here. Fun. That is not even the right way. Fuck. I think we get it next attempt. Wow, okay. All right, and that next attempt is what I meant to say, obviously. I just want to be done. I just want to go do something else. Eventually, however, I did discover what to do. The first part of this area requires you to open a gate where you then have to race to the other side of the hall before it closes. And the second part has you slowly open a different gate with a valve while the monster lurks around in the same room. Thankfully, this is made easier by the giant chunks of human you can use to distract the monster, as well as the fact that it can't hurt you if you get out of the water and onto any nearby boxes. But even with these advantages, considering I still move so slowly, it wasn't gonna be a walk in the park. To be more literal, it was going to be a walk in a depressing flooded dungeon where I'd get killed a lot. So if I wanted to get out of here alive, my movement was gonna have to be perfect. Okay, is he eating again? Okay, well, this is my literal only chance, so we ball. Come on, dude! Like, we're still in the water. I didn't miss anything in days. You know, Giraffe, you sure know how to make me feel better. So far, so good. Yep, so far so bad, so far so bad. All right, this time surely it will work, right? Because otherwise I will be really mad. Please eat that. Nice, good. Those are good eating noises right there, King. You enjoy that succulent meal. I hate you so much. Daniel is such a giant bitch. Emphasis on giant, because I can't fit through that stupid gate. Well, now we see if this actually will save me. I don't actually know what to do now. Lock with a simple lock. Okay, yes, yes, yes. But then if I use the hollow needle. Yes! Oh my god, we're finally out of this stupid water level. Oh, we're still in the water. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that we're still in the water. Oh, that's good. Yep, that's wonderful. That's so fun. I love this game. Oh, there's the exit. There's the exit. There's the exit. Back hall. Oh my god. Oh, achievement. Escape artist. What did I do? Escape the creature in the water and amnesia. Oh, thank goodness, dude. That means I'm finally done with this asshole. At least until I can't find any tinderboxes and save again. With the archives behind us, Area 3 presents us with 5 new rooms to move around in, and our current goal becomes to power up the elevator by completing a variety of puzzles within the machine shop. This, however, was secondary to our more important goal of finding some tinderboxes, so that we never had to go through the flooded archives again, or else Daniel wasn't going to be the only one losing sanity. So I thought the best way to do that would be to start doing some scouting and only search in rooms that I knew would be safe. What is this? The waters of life. What? Okay, so I don't want to go that way. I feel like, let's think, what would the least scary place be for us to venture forth into so that I don't instantly die and actually get to save my game? First of all, already doing absolutely phenomenal in that regard. Guest room. Surely the guest room isn't haunted, right? I would also be like bad host etiquette if you left your guest room haunted. Fortunately, it seemed like the guest room was the least haunted place in the castle. Currently looking like a bed and breakfast after a money laundering scheme police raid, but still clearing the low bar that the rest of the rooms somehow could not. And this turned out to be a phenomenal call on my part. All right. Well, there are lights, which is good. The only issue is they have not tidied the place up at all. Ooh, so with 3 tinderboxes in my possession, I only needed 1 more to prevent the continuation of the worst Marco Polo game I'd ever played in my life. And although the rest of the guest room didn't quite have what I was looking for, it's fucking the same shirt again, yeah, classic, things were still way better off than they were before. However, I did notice that there was still 1 more room in the guest room that I hadn't checked yet, and it would be stupid not to do my due diligence and at least look. Door stuck due to a broken log. Don't I have a crowbar? Damn. Good shit. Good thing I found that crowbar literally 2 feet away.
Uh-oh.
Don't open the door again. I got really scared there. I was actually horrified. My relief was enormous. Still, I had no idea why the monster didn't decide to check any of the closets in here. I mean, what could he possibly be so afraid of that he didn't even look in the most obvious place I could have been in? Anything in here? No, it's just more, it's more white shirts. Dude, get a stylist. Okay, that's fair. But despite me surviving, this encounter had struck fear into my heart that I didn't know I had in me. And now I knew I was gonna have to play even more cautiously if I wanted to survive at all. I don't, this is actually so scary. I don't wanna go too deep into an area, otherwise I'm just gonna like get caught off guard again. All I need is one simply easy tinderbox. Limited saves in horror games makes things so much scarier. I do love it for that. But man, I do not wanna have to do the stupid water part again. My brain's gonna explode. I assume the machine room is gonna be just as ass now. So I do have to go into the study. Another note there, but there's no tinderbox. Oh, God.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw.
At least he has a hobby. Arts and crafts is cool, man. It really does make everything like 10 times scarier. Worth it. I'll take it. Oh, God, we never have to do the water part again. Okay. Honestly, I think we save now before anything else just goes horribly wrong. Oh, Okay, we are back. Mature, manly, never scared again. Snam is right back in the building. Now that I'd saved my game, it was time to really start exploring. Back in the guest room, I had found a key to the machine shop, so my first stop was to head in there to scout out the puzzles and learn what I needed to do to complete them. Oh no. It's one of those shaped things you give to 3-year-olds. Fuck! Oh, how am I gonna do this, dude? You guys said the puzzles were gonna be easy. I think if we get like the right angle, maybe we need like an obtuse angle. It's been a while since I did geometry. Does anyone know where I can find like a corset for boxes? Asking for a friend. Or an acute angle? No, you see, I don't need that because I already have you all here and you're all acute, okay? Oh, hold on.
Oh,
wait,
that's
there are
crazy.
Big rocks. Big rock. Put in stove. I should have known. Guys, the sphere goes in the round hole. Holy shit. Had a brain blast. Not making sense? That's okay. Hold on, allow me to show you. If you're a visual learner, check this shit out. Aside from being intentionally stupid for the sake of making some jokes, it was fake, right? There was actual progress being made too. I discovered that there are 4 mechanisms that needed to be repaired in order to activate the elevator. The coal in the furnace was simple, the gears were fine, other than the one time. Not fit on this spoke. Okay, which spoke does it fit on? Did I accidentally lose the cog? I think it just phased through the wall. Phase up. The levers on the top floor just needed to add up to 7, so that stupid engineering degree I have finally came in handy for once. And that just left the steam control panel, which needed 3 rods in order to become operational. One of which I already found back in the study area. Low cycle rod. Oh god, is that time of the month? And that meant all I needed to do to move on from area 3 was collect the remaining 2 steam rods located in the storage room. Oh, sorry, we're close. This is bad. Hopefully that guy's not following me. All I'm asking. Storage would be the 3rd major roadblock that this game threw at me. The premise of it is pretty simple. Go in, grab rods, get out. The glory hole of Amnesia gameplay. The monsters in here, however, make that last step pretty complicated. Ooh. Ooh. Yep. Alrighty, don't actually know what I can do there. There are a minimum of 2 monsters active during your escape. 3 if the game really doesn't like you that day, and getting by them feels impossible most of the time. 1 is on a diet of strictly carrots and can see you in pitch darkness, when you have no chance of seeing him. That or his radar is really good, and I kept appearing on the minimap. The answer depends on whether or not you listen to British propaganda. But the second enemy is the true run killer. Since he blocks your way out, there's no place nearby to loop around him, and if I hadn't made this clear earlier, I could not run in this game. Yep. There's no doors I can close. Unless the speed takes me home. It didn't. And this battle went on for quite some time. I don't know how he sees me. Like, does light attract him? With his eyes, probably? Okay, yeah. But like, does he get alerted by light? Dude. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Well, that's where the enemy was. I remember that. Oh, no, he was in that one. My apologies. I may or may not have, you know, there's this word for that. It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't understand this video game, dude. I don't get it. I truly don't. Well, we're back here again. Very cool. Got the rods, and then we have to wait for the guy. Are you? This game is so bad. The game is stupid and bad, and I hate it. Ow. That's so stupid. That's such a dumb. You'd think that having easier mode that you could learn the game on. Yeah. It's a shame they never thought of that. Back to storage. After a while, attempts at this were starting to get to me. At least when I was dealing with gender-bent Sue Storm in the archives, it was only a 3-minute walk to get my ass kicked. Whereas here, I had to spend almost 15 to do all the setup before having the pleasure of dying and having no idea what I could have done differently. If only there was a way to outrun the enemies, or at least get the setup stuff done faster so I didn't spend 3 hours on 10 attempts at a checkpoint. But for some reason, this game all about avoiding enemies didn't have a run button. You know, there's a sprint button, right? There is not a sprint button. I don't think there is. If there's a sprint button this entire time, it's just been slow walking, I'm going to fucking kill myself. Inputs, movement, run. Wait, there's a run button? Oh. Guys, guys, I have an idea for next time. Call me crazy. So, funny story. I had been walking everywhere all this time, extending my playtime so far by roughly 2 hours, because when the gameplay tips showed up telling me I could run, I didn't notice, which then led me to believe I couldn't, and everyone watching, not wanting to give me any unsolicited hints or backseating, which was very much appreciated, were probably scalping themselves with the amount of hair they were collectively tearing out. I've been sitting here the past 2 hours wondering why you weren't running around. You know what we could do? This could be another stupid situation where I could be like, can I beat Amnesia without running? Then I have to know if I can do it.
That's a
But at the end of the
oopsie-daisies
day, we
moment.
decided against doing
But then
a
again,
runner's
who
challenge,
puts run
because
on
although it
left
made the more
trigger?
mundane parts of the game a lot
You know what I
quicker,
mean?
it
Like,
didn't really
right?
help with the more important thing. That sounds like you heard me. Holy shit, this is so much better.
He still dies.
Wait,
Still
it
dies.
catch up to me? They rubber bands? Okay, so running doesn't even fucking matter then. Wait, so that was pointless anyway. That being said though, now that I was able to get more reps of the checkpoint in faster, I was slowly devising a plan to actually beat it. Especially since this running revelation caused me to learn about even more things that would help me out later down the line. Yeah, hold on, this has kind of gotten me to question myself. Inventory, row, movement, you can rotate things? Okay, that's also big. You can lean? Dude, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Bro's learning
Wow,
all the
leaning would be
mechanics.
so helpful. Instead of just putting my full ass on display so the stupid monster can see me every single time. Doing great, King. Thank you, Scrum. I'm trying my best. Light candles and torches. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, words don't care. Now, that's probably how I completely missed the fact that I could run at all in this game, but we're gonna ignore that little tidbit and move on. So I started to try a little bit of everything. I tried luring the monsters with items. Oh, are you fucking... I'll borrow the blend. He's now in my line of sight, you know what I mean? And then I tried to break the monster's ankles so I could run by them in their confusion. Okay, you know, I'm gonna try
Glad
something
you back.
really
Also,
dumb.
fuck
You
them
guys can
clicky
back
guilds.
W me if you really want
Which
to,
ones?
but I have to see.
Clicky guilds?
Did he just not
Question
get-
mark?
He just punched the door and then didn't do anything? No. Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, well, I'm assuming that's open now. I think he might know. What is in here? Oh, what the fuck? Wait, this is working. Later, idiot. Okay, hold on. We might have a strategy. Hey. What the fuck?
I'm super
Oh,
confused what you mean
fucking
by clicky.
loser.
That could mean so many different things.
I was gonna use the door to... I was gonna like run past him and then shut the door and then make a break for it. And then he closed the door and then he busted it down himself. No one talks about the Amnesia AI and how smart they are. I need to do a video essay, apparently. I know I haven't missed anything. When it comes to first time hard mode Amnesia and Snamwitches, it's a match made in hell. Quite literally incompatible. You're probably never gonna miss anything. But neither of these
Siege
things
guilds,
work
I wish there was
consistently, and
something
suggestions
else
for
for in the game.
didn't seem to work that much
Yeah,
better. Fingers
I
is
mean,
no.
Siege is fun, don't get me
Tanky
wrong.
if you
It's
feel
just
like
such a
Deadpool
pain in the
lawsuit,
ass to
which
like
might be more
not
devastating than
crash every 5
well, the save
minutes.
option looks like it says save. Yeah, that's because El no sabe what the fuck to do in this stupid situation. I bought the Spanish version.
But granted, the devs are making it easier for guilds, for
You
people to
see,
make baby
that's what I've
guilds
been
now.
telling Daniel to do, but Daniel no, because Daniel can throw a fucking barrel across an entire room, but can't punch a stupid zombie once, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of making excuses for this guy. Daniel's a
You
pacifist.
do
He
what,
needs to pass his
30
fist through
30
that
daily
fucking
quests
monster's
now?
face, okay? Suck it
Kinda
up.
massive.
The only thing that seemingly worked at making the enemies leave me alone was if they just stopped being able to see me at all, since the AI seems to only operate off of sight and sounds. But that gave me an idea. Maybe if I got a monster in front of me's attention and hid immediately, the one that saw me might forget to go back to standing in my way. I'm just gonna pretend that this is gonna work and see me, right? That'd be crazy if you saw me. Wait, we book it now. Oh my fucking god! Oh my god, we're out of the storage room! That's still good. Let's go! Oh my god. We're not out of the woods yet because I still have to save again. But thankfully, not saving yet didn't really matter anyway. Everything outside of storage now was completely safe. So after inserting the rods and dealing with the rest of the machines, we need the big rocks. This is Santa Claus prepping your Christmas present, by the way, chat, if you bet Doubter today. This is like an inside look at the North Pole. I was able to activate the elevator and take it down to Area 4. Uh-oh. I didn't realize I was taking the bullet elevator. And we got an achievement though, worth it. The fourth section of the game takes us to a lovely gated community within the castle, that being the prison. And it's in here that we have to sneak our way past even more monsters until we can find out how to unlock the door leading us out to the other side. All right, so that's the entrance. And we're just gonna like try and mentally map out, I think, where we can go. That is a door.
So
I don't
3
really
more
think it
minutes on
leads
the hour?
anywhere. Kind of like a weird architectural thing to do, but I'm not an 18th century castle baron, so I mean, what do I know? Oh, that's problematic. I'm gonna be over here, don't mind me.
I can get one more rotation through.
He just wanted to break the door. He didn't give a shit
I
about
don't
me.
get a big boy spawn.
Just does not like doors, and you know that? I can appreciate that. At least he's taking his anger out on something that's not like alive. Normally, this is a part of the game that can be beaten in about an hour, but apparently I've been marked for bad behavior because my sentence here turned out to be a lot longer than that. The enemies down here are particularly brutal, and that's mainly thanks to my alert and hide strategy not being as consistent down here specifically. The only way I found to break line of sight was usually by hiding in a nearby cell, but the cells are just slightly far enough away to where our local patrol guard can see us as we enter one and tends to give us no expectation of privacy when he goes in to check it out. Good big dog. Okay, I have a bed. I have a bed. I have a chair. Wait, what the fuck? That kind of works. Okay, that actually scared me. Even in game, Sam cannot get any action in the bed. Well, yeah, joke's on you, idiot. What do you call that? I feel really dumb typing that right now. So that's how I died most of the time. But another important reason for my struggles is that this prison might have a legitimate bug infestation. Wait, is bro stupid? He's fighting his own demons. God, holy, wait, I didn't realize he was packing so much too. That's crazy.
Jesus.
It's not looking too hot right now. Can I like squeeze through? Okay, or not. Okay, so that's all done. We have to go up here. I wonder if he's gonna go to the left. That'd be cool. Okay. Where am I? All right. What? I mean, I'll take it. Can I fall and die? The answer to that is yes. Yes, I can. That's okay. Maybe there's a chance. Okay, you know, that chance is looking slimmer and slimmer. Okay, at the big 4-0, it seems. Back to the elevator. Is that the dark descent we keep hearing about? Yeah. So, due to a variety of things, getting through the first half of the prison took a pretty good while. And it doesn't get much easier from there. In the northern cell block, there are now 2 monsters roaming about. And the area is really big. It took a while for me to explore it and figure out where everything was, which wasn't helped by the fact that when I died, it wouldn't be uncommon for me to lose anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes per attempt, as well as having to go through the whole elevator ride again.
I don't know if I'll last long enough.
Another elevator ride, ladies and gentlemen. Section is annoying on normal, much less on expert. Okay, you see, the problem is that every single new section I get to, there's at least one person that says, oh yeah, this shit's really, really annoying on normal. Wouldn't that make like every section of this game annoying on normal? But once I had seen everything there was in both parts of the prison, I could now narrow down my route to be a lot more efficient and collect everything the prison had while avoiding all the enemies. I found oil, notes, death, still sometimes, the item I needed to break the final lock, which happens to be a giant vat of acid. Some sort of acid. Okay. Thanks for letting me touch it first. And most importantly, I found tinder boxes. On my most successful run to this point, I had it all, other than the death part, thankfully. And on the final push, I was loaded with stuff that could potentially make the last third of the game significantly less stressful. That, plus the fact that I'd spent 30 minutes on the current attempt, meant that it was the perfect time to save my game once I had a spare
that
moment.
hour
So long as
was
nothing before that
ass.
went horribly wrong. You've made it to La Cocina. Very, very pog. I would save. I'm thinking save here. And I think the only... Okay, well, he's already in here. So now, now it's even a little riskier. Now I was at a crossroads. If I saved here, there was a chance I could permanently trap myself in an unwinnable situation. And since there's only one save slot, literally have to restart the entire playthrough if there was actually no way out. But the monster technically hadn't seen me yet. And sure, I could just eat the death to be safe, but I'd just spent half an hour collecting everything. The thought of doing it all over again was scarier than the actual horror game. But half an hour was nothing compared to the 7 it had taken me to get to this point.
Hell yeah,
And now, with
okay.
both of these ideas in my head, I had to make that call. We'll get through the door and save. That's not a guarantee. I'm thinking I still save, but if he did see me, the run is cooked. Dude, wait, I wasn't supposed to distract him at all. I just had to wait for him to fuck off. Oh, that makes things significantly easier. Okay, not dead and...
All right. I'm gonna end stream here. Fucking do some quick dailies on my gacha games, and then basically to bed. And then tomorrow, I might stream. Considering I'm gonna go see Iron Lung, and I won't be doing War obviously since I'll be at the movies, and I might at least get the guide started on Friday. If not, I should on Saturday. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all for being here, and I hope to see you guys